The International Business Times is reporting on a new sleazy trick being used by pharmaceutical companies. So they explain here, Valiant Pharmaceuticals has been criticized by doctors and is being investigated by the U.S. Senate after having raised the price of Isoprel by about 720% and Nitropress, which sounds more like a wrestler than an actual medicine, by 310% after it bought the drugs from Marathon Pharmaceuticals in 2015. Okay, now, look at those numbers. Raised the price by 720% in one case, 310% in the other case, and after they do that, so you wait a little bit, and then, boom, you turn around and you do this, quote, Valiant said on Monday it would raise the discounts to hospitals on its heart drugs Nitropress and Isoprel to as much as 40% off list prices. Now, after they do that, you get the so-called business networks, the ones who are basically Wall Street sellouts. They go out there and they start praising them. Oh, 40% off. Oh, in some cases, 20% off, 30% off. Look at how kind and benevolent the big pharma companies are. But wait. They increased it 720% and 310%, respectively. And then they decreased it 40%, and now you're like, oh my God, look at how great they are. Everybody pat them on the back. Everybody pat them on the back. It's the oldest trick in the book. You raise the price a lot, then you discount it off the gigantic raise, but you discount it a little, and people go, oh, see, it's on sale. No. And actually, to Bernie Sanders' credit, he tweeted about this, and he said, why would you praise that? And he gave different numbers, so he might have been talking about different medications, but he said they raised it 200%, and then they cut it 40%. That doesn't deserve praise. Guys, we have in the West, but more specifically in the U.S., in terms of the prices we pay, we have a price gouging orgy here, where people know that the regulation is lax, whether it's for health insurance companies or pharmaceutical companies. Did you know that Medicare, by law, is not allowed to negotiate for drug prices with the big companies that they buy from? So whatever the drug companies say, it's like, okay, here, fork it over. That was a deal passed under Bush. Obama re-upped that deal. Don't tell me he ain't also bought by big business and special interests. So Medicare, whatever the drug companies say, you have to pay 8 times more than any other modern nation who does negotiate for the prices. Okay, here. Tax dollars all day long. We covered stories about how in some hospitals, they would, if you use tissues, they would charge you for cough suppressant aids, and it would be over $100. Okay, it's a mess to steal from Donald Trump. The system is a mess. It's a mess. It has tremendous problems. But it does. It's got all these massive issues, and they're price gouging you through and through. And then when a guy like Bernie Sanders comes in and says, hey, we need to do single-payer healthcare, and also we need to make it so we can negotiate with the drug companies for lower prices, they go, radical! No, you're the radical. You're the radical. 45,000 people die in this country every year because they don't have access to basic healthcare. That's radical. Millions of people are uninsured. That's radical. Okay, the uninsured people in other modern nations, 0. Number of medical bankruptcies, that's the number one cause of bankruptcy in the U.S., medical bills. How many medical bankruptcies are there in Canada, in Sweden, in Norway? Donut. So we get fucked. We get stories like this, and then when somebody comes along and tries to fix it like Bernie, they go, radical. No, if you disagree with his solutions, perhaps you're the radical because there is no defense for this. This is price gouging 101.